Welcome to the Family Geekery Podcast, a podcast for geeks from a family of geeks. We talk about comic books, video games, and anything else we deem geeky. I'm Chris.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Danny.
And today, we're going to be talking about a VR-y special Father's Day.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, good. Maybe the listeners do too. We're going to be talking about VR. We played some VR yesterday for Father's Day. So a special happy Father's Day to anybody out there. It's belated by 2 days by the time this gets released, but
It's okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good one. But before we get into that topic, we're going to be talking about our...
Geeky weeks.
Yeah, let's talk about our Geeky Weeks. Anybody got anything this past week that they did, played, went to, experienced that was geeky?
I did.
Okay.
Cool.
I went to a farmer's market and instead of buying fresh produce, I bought a Winnie the Pooh print.
Nice.
Oh, that's where you got that?
Yeah. So they had a bunch of booths of like crafts and jewelry, and there was one booth with a big display of prints, and they had big books with even more prints.
Wow.
And it was really cool. And we'll see them at Comic-Con.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it was really cool. There was a
Shout
lot.
them out?
I forget their name.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have a business card.
Shout out to them then.
Yeah, I'll give you an
We'll see you
update.
at Comic-Con and give you a better shout out then.
Yeah. But they had a lot of cool stuff. I wanted to buy a bunch, but I only got one. I limited myself.
Nice.
But
Cool.
that's about it for me.
You probably didn't expect to go to a farmer's market and end up buying an art print, did you?
No. No. Who needs vegetables when you can have Winnie the Pooh?
That's right.
Facts.
Cool. How about you, Amber?
Well, last week, while you were busy celebrating Mom's birthday, I went to a arcade. I went to Reclaim Arcade and
Nice.
Had some fun there for a few hours. Played my favorite game, of course, Crystal Castle. Didn't really try very hard, but made it to number 4 on the leaderboard. So
Well,
either everybody sucks at that game, or I don't know.
I'm number 1 in Qbert there. Well, I was 2 years ago.
I wonder if you still are. But yeah, that was fun. And besides that, I've been playing some Sims and reading, and that's about it.
Cool. Always good times at Reclaim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So last week, when I was podcasting in a remote location in a cabin in the woods, I talked about playing some Deep Rock Galactic Survivor because I was on the Steam
Yeah.
Deck and it didn't need any Wi-Fi. And let me tell you, I just doubled down on that for the last week. Been playing that like every night. And it's a good, just like any Survivor game, it's a good grindy, upgrade some stuff, grind some more, learn some new stuff, and, roguelike-ish. So what makes a good roguelike, in my opinion, is at some point you have to feel OP. Like, even if it's just for one level out of 20, you got to feel like, okay, I'm just destroying all right now. And I finally got to that point the other night. I was playing, and I had just the right combination of upgrades and weapons, and I was just owning everything. And then the next game, of course, you get brought back down to reality. But so I'm at the point now that I can every now and then get one of those OP experiences, and that's what makes a great game a great game. So I'm nearing I'm nearing the end of all upgrades as far as the ones that you upgrade over time. Not within game, but outside of game.
Yeah.
So now it's gonna get down to brass tacks and skills to keep getting better at the game.
Nice.
But yeah, having fun with that. That, and also we talked about last week. We went to a bunch of comic book stores and stuff. If you want to see what I got at those comic book stores, you can go onto our YouTube channel. That's www.youtube.com, and then you find us from there. in case any listeners don't know how to get to YouTube, that's how you get there. Or you tap on your YouTube app. And search for Family Geekery. You'll see one of our most recent episodes. I've got a comic book haul from the Shenandoah Valley and talk about all the different things that I got. So go check that out.
Nice.
Thanks for watching. But yeah, so that's about it for our Geeky Week. So let's get into what we got into yesterday. So yesterday, Father's Day. It's a great time. I woke up, didn't have to cook any breakfast. Had my breakfast cooked for me. That's always a pleasure.
You're
Had
welcome.
some nice French toast. And afterwards, we were just kind of sitting around, like trying to figure out, hey, do we want to go see a movie? Do we want to go to the theme park? And I think Amber's like, hey, let's play some VR.
Yeah, I really wanted to play FNAF VR. I wanted to see Mom get scared, but she vetoed the decision.
Yeah,
She would hate
I
it.
don't know if that wouldn't have been a great decision.
No.
It would have been fun for some of us, but not fun for others of us. But I've got a Quest 2 made by Oculus or Meta, whatever you want to call it now. And it's not used as much as it should be because, I don't know, that's VR is, I think, in my opinion, a lot more fun to do in a crowd when other people can experience your fun or humor. So I don't get to play it that much, but we broke it out, got a couple games for it, and I think we had a grand old time. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was really fun.
So the first game that we tried out was a game that I had already owned, and I must have got it from a bundle at some point. And it's a game that I think the first time I ever saw it was on the PlayStation VR. I think it was on the demo disc, and it was fun on that. And I always wanted the full game, and at some point I did get it for the Oculus, and that's called Job Simulator. Had you guys ever seen Job Simulator before yesterday?
Yeah, I think on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I've seen like Call Me Kevin play it or something.
Yeah, I think so.
And I don't know, I remember it being like one of the first big VR games. I don't know if it like launched with a set or something, but I remember it being like one of the first big ones.
Yeah, and what I remember from the demo was basically you're just sitting in a cubicle and you can interact with all the stuff around you. Coffee mugs, all fully physics going on, so you can grab a coffee mug and throw it across the office and tap on the computer and stuff like that. And it was very limited in its what you could do, but it was fun enough that I knew, hey, this is something that would be fun on the VR. So, like I said, at some point we bought the full game, and the full game, I don't think I'd ever played it yet, but it's got like 4 different experiences in it.
Yeah.
Like auto mechanic, chef.
Mm-hmm.
What were the other ones?
There was the convenience store.
Oh yeah.
And the one we didn't play was probably like the office.
Probably the office. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we started off playing with the auto mechanic one, which puts you in the first person's perspective of being the repair human in a auto shop where a bunch of computers come and drive their cars in and have to get different things repaired. And that was a lot of fun. What do you guys think?
I liked it. Except I didn't listen to the instructions and it took me like 20 minutes to complete one car.
Yeah, you charge them $10,000 to fix like two
Yeah,
things.
I charged them $10,000 to put what's it called, the little like ornament on the front.
Hood ornament, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the instructions on
So
that one weren't super clear.
yeah, but I filled his trunk with a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Like gasoline and bananas.
Yeah, you've got a
And
kind of a parts box where you can get different engine parts or decoration parts and stuff, and they give you some task to do, and they tell you when you do it, your progress goes forward, but you can do all kinds of stuff in the meantime. So
As soon as I found out that you could just do kind of whatever you wanted and you wouldn't get punished in the game, made the game a lot more fun.
right, yeah, there's
Like,
no repercussions for
yeah,
pouring hot sauce on the
like
pistons.
I would like at one point I had to clear the exhaust. I had to plug the exhaust with a banana. And as soon as it was like, all right, good job, I took the banana back out and ate it.
Yeah,
They didn't care. They were like, okay, push the car down. We're done here.
and then you started drinking antifreeze or something, didn't you?
Yeah. I I
oh
found out
yeah.
that you could start drinking the antifreeze and just anything, oil and stuff, and your character would start just throwing up.
With a horrible sound effect.
Yeah.
Green stuff going everywhere.
That was funny.
Yeah, so we got the auto mechanic. Then after that, we did the chef one, I think.
Yeah.
And basically, you're getting restaurant tickets come in, and the customer will kind of explain what it is that they want, and then you have to prepare it, whether it's on a grill or in a pot or in a microwave, and you get your different ingredients and stuff. And as soon as you check all the boxes, then it gives you the green, and you can order up the plate, hit the little bell, and someone comes and gets it, and they enjoy their meal, whether you make it completely right or not.
I think that one was my favorite, the chef one. It was a little bit claustrophobic in there, but I enjoyed the different sections, like the blender and the oven, and you know, you could
Yeah,
like you had a lot of freedom in it because it would just be like put some random ingredients in there and make a soup. So so I just made apple and orange and apple soup.
right. And what's interesting is we were casting from you can cast from the Oculus to a phone using the Oculus app, and then casting from the phone to our TV. And so we could see what was going on, but all we see is just a flat image of the first person perspective. So wherever the
Mm-hmm.
wearer of the VR headset is looking, that's what you see, and you don't see near as much environment around them.
Yeah.
So Amber's doing all this cooking and stuff, and then she finishes hers, and she hands over the headset to me. And as soon as I put it on, I was like, "Whoa!" Like the cabinets are right here, the
Yeah.
counter is right here. Like
Mm-hmm.
the word claustrophobic is exactly right. You don't realize how close you are to everything and how confined you feel until you put that headset on. It's very environmentally encompassing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it made my head hurt after a while.
Playing the game or watching someone play the game?
Play the game.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that. It didn't seem like my vision was as good as it was in real life. Like I would have to like adjust the headset, like have it slightly to one side so that I could have my real vision back and words wouldn't be blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like hard to read stuff.
If you get just a little bit off center with the mask, it makes things very blurry.
Mm-hmm.
And that one also no repercussions for doing anything wrong, including when the mother says specifically, my son has a extreme allergy to, what was it, tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
So she wanted a pizza that had no tomato in it. And so I blended, what'd she want? Applesauce as the base instead of tomato paste? So I blended some apples and tomatoes together, put it on the bread, put the cheese on it, and then put a big tomato on top of it and served it. And still got credit for it, but the the kid, you could hear him in the background saying, "Ew, I don't like that. I can taste tomatoes." So I don't know if it was so much of an allergy as it was just a preference. He didn't like fall over or anything.
No, he's also a robot.
That's true. And then the third one we did was the convenience store.
Yeah.
Danny, did you do the convenience store at all, or is that just Amber and me?
No, I didn't.
Lame.
So how'd you like
that one?
that
Was fun. It was silly. It was weird because there were so many things that you had to interact with, like at the bottom, like underneath counters and stuff. So I had to like bend down, like all the way to like grab stuff, which was weird. But besides that, it was really funny. Found out that you could swipe anything, like you can scan anything to like price it, and you could even do it multiple times and make the people pay thousands of dollars for their one hot dog, and they don't care.
Right.
And I ended up breaking the game because there's a machine where you can jumbo size the slushies and the hot dogs and stuff, but I found out that you can jumbo size anything. So I'm like, okay, here's the mustard dispenser, let me jumbo size it. Oh, this little coin, jumbo size. And then I was like, okay, what about these newspapers? The newspaper itself is bigger than the jumbo size like machine. So I put it on there and I jumbo size it, and then it got too big that I couldn't take it back off.
Right.
Oh no.
But I could put more things on top of the newspaper and jumbo size them. So it worked. I took the clock off the wall and then put a bigger clock back up. So it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that particular game would be a lot more fun if you could actually get out from behind the counter and walk around the store, because there's a whole bunch of stuff in the store that you can see and interact with, but you can't reach everything. So like some of the signs, you could throw something at and the signs would move, so you know that they're actually like interactable. But that'd be pretty neat. You'd need a bigger living room, I think, though.
Yeah. Well, there's like the VR ones where you can like teleport.
Or use the controller.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I don't know if this game has anything like this, but having a way that you could like win or lose, I guess, would be cool. Like Papa's Pizzeria style, where you like have to do it correctly or else you like don't win.
Right.
Because it's a cool game, and I can see it being challenging with all of the different things that you have to do. Similarly to like, I guess the newest FNAF VR does this. They have a couple of like kitchen simulator levels. So I think if the game had something like that, you could play it a lot more.
Imagine a 4-player VR version of like Played Up, or what was that other cooking? Overcooked. Imagine 4-player VR Overcooked.
That would be fun.
That'd be maniacal.
Give me the tomato.
Right.
You threw it the wrong way.
And you're all blind in your living room. Whacking each other.
Running into each other.
Stepping on your cat.
Yeah, poor Danny.
Poor cat.
Whatever you do, don't move your right foot. Kicks the cat.
Meow.
It's okay. Penny just got a little knock on her noggin.
That's the hazards of being around when people are playing VR.
Yeah, that's her fault for deciding
know better.
to sit on the rug.
Should know better.
How dare... No, you know what? How dare we play VR in her rug spot?
In her house.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. So that was a cool game. That was plenty of fun. And then we decided to download Beat Saber, which is
Yeah.
probably one of the most popular titles on all VR platforms, and for good reason. It's a pretty darn cool game. Of course, our family loves Guitar Hero. Had a lot of fun with that over the years. So having a rhythm-based game that's also VR was a no-brainer for us. So we downloaded that and grabbed a couple song packs for it and had some fun with that. Now, in between the first game and the second game, or at some point, here's a little pro tip. Right now, with the Quest 3 coming out, if you've got a Quest 2, dear listeners, and you haven't got the Elite strap yet, or the Elite battery strap yet, there's two different types. One has a battery, one doesn't. Same strap. Go get it, because they're like half off everywhere that you would go buy things. I got mine at GameStop for half off. Plus, I got the $5 off for the month thing. So it was cheap, and plus it has a built-in battery, and it's a lot more comfortable. And the battery being on the back of your noggin kind of bounces out the weight of the headset, so it made it 100 times more comfortable. Don't you think, Amber?
Oh yeah, and it was really easy to get on and off because you just twist it, and you can tighten it like that.
Yeah. So if you're listening and you've got a Quest 2, go get yourself an Elite strap right now. It made all the difference. All right, so advertisement for Quest accessories over. Let's talk about Beat Saber.
I kind of cooked.
Yeah.
So we load in, and the free songs that are available are a bunch of, I can only assume original. It says original soundtracks, so songs that Beat Saber has like commissioned for themselves for the game. But then there's also like one pack that just comes with the game that had Pop Stars by KDA in it, which, if you don't know, that's the K-pop group that League of Legends made to sell skins. So I know quite a bit about KDA. So it's my turn, and I'm like, all right, let me look at these songs. And I see that one, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll play that. And so I'm playing the whole song. I'm cooking, and then I take the headset off, and Mom's like, wait, you knew that song? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, you did so well.
Yeah, because I played just before her, and I did the tutorial, which was great. And then I picked a song at random. Again, haven't heard of any of these songs. I picked a song at random, and it was a good song, but I had no idea what the song was and how it went. And I think I got like 30, maybe 20 seconds into it, and it said failed. So it was a quick learning curve to figure out what I did wrong. And then once I got to a song that I actually knew, I had to download the rock pack. Then
yeah.
I sizzled a little bit. But it's hard for me, and much like some of the early Guitar Hero, like the early Guitar Hero games were hard at the beginning, because you're playing songs that I know how to play on a real guitar, and your fingers start to want to do that, and it's nowhere near what the game wants you to play. So as the Guitar Hero games got more sophisticated, then it got a little bit better. But the first thing that I want to do with this Beat Saber, you got two drumsticks in your hand, basically. I want to start drumming, and the songs are, rhythm-based, covering some guitar beats, some drum beats, some vocal hits, and it's just a mix mash of all that. But meanwhile, the brain is like, hey, just play the drums, dummy. And that's not at all what the game wants you to do. So it took a little while to get used to, but I can definitely see why it's a very successful game, because it is very fun, and I could see as you get better and better at it, it gets equally as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are on normal, and it goes to extreme and extreme 2.
And you can also speed up the song to get like bonus points.
Yeah.
Right. Lots of modifiers. I like that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get rid of the walls or make it no fail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, getting rid of the walls helps you not step on your cat as much.
Yeah. And not have
Also
to
helps you
do
not break
billion
your back.
squats.
Yeah. I wish, like, maybe there's a way, but we didn't see it, but I wish you could keep the vertical walls, but, like, get rid of the horizontal walls that you have to duck under. Because I
Yeah.
like the aspect of, like, leaning and
Mhm.
hitting those notes. Like, that's fun. But, I don't know, the squatting is weird.
There's no representation on the screen of where you're at squatting-wise.
Yeah.
And it felt like no matter how far I squatted, I could have laid down on the ground. I think the thing would have still hit me, but I think it's giving me credit for squatting, just by squatting down a little bit.
Well, I'm not sure if you lose your combo if you get hit by the wall. I think you just, because I found this out later, it muffles the song if you get hit by the wall. So, like, I was, like, purposefully not squatting because I was like, I couldn't be bothered. But all it did was just, like, drown out the song for, like, 2 seconds until I was through the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't think I lost score or multiplier or energy or anything when I did that.
Gotcha. But yeah, so we got some rock songs. We got some, what was it? BTA or
BTS.
BTS.
Try.
Good try.
One of those things. Got the BTS pack so that Amber could play her K-pop.
Yeah. Thank you. It was actually really cool. It had the little versions of the characters pop up. I think, like, every now and then when it was their verse, they would just, like, pop up little, like, chibi versions of them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we only played on the one setting, the solo setting. There was, like, 5 other settings at the main menu for different things, like, I don't know, challenge and multiplayer and story mode or something. I don't think it's called story mode, but it sounds like that's what it might be, like campaign mode. So we still have plenty to explore on that game, but so far from what I've seen, it's pretty cool. And then I pulled up a YouTube video of whatever the girl's name is that is one of the most famous YouTubers that plays the game. And it showed that to my wife. It's like, hey, check this out. And she was playing Through the Fire and the Flame on like Extreme Plus or something. And it's just arms and shards of, stuff going everywhere. Just, I have no idea. It looked like, when Yoda was like flipping through the air and fighting in the, what was it, Attack of the Clones movie?
Yes.
When he was like 3 years younger than he was when he was hobbling around in Dagobah.
Yeah.
He was flying through the air and flipping and stuff. That's what it looked like she was doing, but with, 2 lightsabers.
Yeah. At that point, you're just memorizing it and hoping you memorized it well enough to go that fast.
It's all just muscle memory at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still impressive.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. I was on normal, so I can't talk.
I did go back and try Pop Stars by KDA on
Hard.
The next step up of normal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because, like, I know the choreography. I've seen the choreography of that song, and it's cool how they were able to get a little bit of that, the essence of it, into the level.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So between the Beat Saber and the Job Simulator, what do you guys think? What was your favorite?
I like Beat Saber.
Yeah. I feel like it's hard to beat Beat Saber.
Yeah, it gives you something to work towards.
Yeah. It's competitive. You've got songs that you like, if you buy the packs that you want. I'm sure there's ways to mod it so you can get other songs for free. Did you ever look that up? Like how those people were playing Metallica?
No, but I'm wondering if like the Steam version might be a lot easier to mod.
Oh, yeah, with the workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible.
There was, in some of the versions of Guitar Hero, I don't know if you remember this, but there was like create your own song versions of Guitar Hero, and you could, or was it Rock Band? It was one of the two. And you could create your own songs. And I actually took one of my original songs and tried to recreate it in there. And it turned out to be a lot more work than what it looks. But
wow,
so you have a lot of respect for people who mod games like that and actually do a good job at it.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like it's really hard because I've also seen Muse Dash, which is another rhythm game that I play a lot of. People have made like custom versions of songs, and I'm not sure if you can actually share them or not, or if they just like make them. So it's a lot of talent for sure to be able to do something like that.
Yep. Well, cool. Anything else about VR that you want to talk about?
No.
No, I think we're good.
We'll have to for our next Father's Day, maybe we'll have to get FNAF and play that.
Or sooner.
It's fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, cool. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this special Father's Day edition of Family Geekery Podcast featuring VR by Oculus. This is not sponsored, but it should be.
Yeah,
Meta.
sponsor us.
Sponsor us. Give us the Meta 3. Give us a better way to share it with our family. Because it was kind of laggy. That's like laggy. My only complaint was, at least with it was a lot more noticeable with Beat Saber, the delay from casting from the phone to the TV.
Well, we were basically casting from an Android device to an Apple device to another Apple device.
Well,
so the fact that you can even do that is kind of impressive in itself.
And then the delay was from the Apple to the Apple.
Right.
So Apple, work with Meta better, I guess.
I wonder if I can just get an Oculus app for the Apple TV.
Oh.
Maybe.
That would be the way to go. That would be way too easy, so it probably doesn't exist. Listeners, if you know, shout out to us. Give us an email, podcast@familygeekery.com. Tell us how our streaming setup could be better.
Yes, please.
And let us know what your favorite Oculus or VR game is. I know it's Resident Evil Chair or whatever that was that we played at one time.
I only played ping pong. I didn't play that one.
Well, cool. We'll have to explore some more stuff. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. We thank you as always for listening. Be sure to check out our socials. Check out our YouTube channel. Check out that comic book haul that I just posted. And until next time, peace out.
Peace out. And geek out.
Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery Podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.